So, what made you come? Like, yeah.
I mean, like all of us here came to protect about like the things we've been through
Okay.
as black individuals, and some of us came to protest about the things we've had our friends been through. Do you
Okay.
understand? Personally, I've been through a few of racism in Cyprus, so and I know a couple of my friends that have been through that, and I'm just grateful to be here. To be honest, like to come out here and stand
Stand for something.
stand for something and use our voice for something good. You
Thank
understand?
you very much.
Thank you so much,
Thank
bro.
you very much. So, welcome. Can you also maybe shine a light on why you're here? On just something.
We're here because of the amount of things that people with my skin go through
Okay.
on a daily basis on the island and all around the world. We've been through a lot of things that we didn't have really a voice to talk about it, but the Generation Z now is out there telling everybody that we actually matter. So the people with our skin, no matter from any country, if you're black, you still have a voice to be equated with everybody else.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you.
And you?
I'm actually here for two reasons. I'm a journalist, a
Okay.
local journalist, and I need to cover an interview, an article for this. But I also support this protest,
Okay.
and I understand that this is a global issue that people of color and black people specifically go through on a daily basis, and we are just here to support and anyhow.
Thank you very much. Basically, thank you for coming for the match. And can you maybe share light on something you've been through, or just basic reasons why you actually are here to join?
Should I go first?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Well, because am I talking loud enough?
It's fine with
Yeah,
the mic.
because well, racism exists, and especially for black people, and I'm just tired of always trying to explain why. Oh, that's racist. You stand when I'm walking down the road, someone will literally cross to the other side when they see me. I'm just here to show my blackness, I guess. Yeah.
And you?
Right. I'm coming here just to support black people in their the current global pandemic or crisis that's going on, other than Cyprus. Racism happens in Cyprus. I see it with my own eyes. I've been through it, not because I'm black, but because I'm Arabic. It's just in general the Cypriot people here and the Turks. They kind of have the same blood, same mentalities and mindsets as the white people in America. So sometimes they tend to show these tendencies of racism or whatever. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for coming for the match. Can you maybe share light on one of the reasons why you're also here to support something?
I'm here to support. I don't want racism in my country, and I don't want racism in the world, which I'm going to grow up to live in.
Okay.
And also, it's my friends' lives. It's my friends that I'm just an ally in this movement, so I care about it.
Okay.
I
So,
just
where are you guys from?
Cyprus.
Oh, nice. So, what about you? You have something else to say?
I think like people are getting killed just because of their color of their skin, and it's really wrong.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, it's disgusting, and we should empathize with them. It could be us,
Okay.
and no one should be treated in a different way just because of their skin color. It's wrong and disgusting, as
We
you
are
said.
we are here for us to use our white privilege to.
Yes.
Okay, are there some ways that maybe you have experienced someone be racist to someone, and what ways have you guys tried to actually actively combat it?
I mean,
We try to like spread the situation, like
because we're all equal in this world.
Yeah.
and everyone in social media knows, but our families, our relatives maybe don't use social media, so we talk to them about how wrong racism is because not everyone is on social media.
To shed light on it.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
we're just small and young, and we just want people to learn it. Like nearly no one knows anything around our age, so we just want people to learn about it and use their privilege to help. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. It's just let me say. Some times ago, I went to add a place just to support businesses, local businesses here by adding them on map. But being a black, I always get that discrimination. and it's an interest just to help this area, to help the businesses here. So that's all I have to say. I face it, and I'm sure I'm not the only one that doesn't face it as well. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. My name is Ibrahim Ahmed Sagir, the Nigerian Student Society president here. Actually, I have this thing in mind since the day I landed on this island, because there are a lot of things that we've experienced, we as black. But there's one thing I keep in my mind, that God has already created us like this. There is nothing we can do, but that doesn't mean we will not have a voice for ourselves. There are a lot of things happening on this island regarding landlords, people selling things in the supermarket, the taxi drivers, which is not really fair for us on the island. So we need a voice for ourselves. That's why I really encourage this thing when they came up to me for it. So this is a really good thing for the society, not only for Nigerians, but for the entire African countries. As long as you are black, this is a good movement. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello, so we are here at the Solidarity March with a lot of EMU students here marching for the racial injustice. Everybody, and we are going. Yes. There we go.
Of racism in North Cyprus, yeah?
Yes.
Well, I can say I've been to banks
Okay.
where I'm the only black person there. I've taken a number and been shoved to the corner and told to sit down. And waited and waited and waited. My number's gone. No one's seen me, but they've served all the white people and not served me until the very end, knowing that my transaction was 5 minutes long. Why? Probably because I'm black.
Thank you very much. Hi.
Hello.
Thank you. Welcome
Thank
to
you.
the Solidarity March. Can you basically say a word to basically the system, to people, something maybe you've been through, just anything you have to say based on the plight of racism and racial justice in Cyprus and even in the schools?
To be honest, I haven't really experienced so much racism, but I feel like for the people that are going through it, I think my best advice would be just, you don't need to pay too much attention to these people. Like, you don't need to react in a very terrible way. Just best way, there's a saying, silence is the best answer for fools. So people that, just come to attack you, like, don't pay any attention to them. That's it. I don't know, spread love everywhere.
Okay, thank you very much. We're here with the president of VOIS Cyprus that basically organized and hosted this, and we just want him to, and also, our brother Inka. Hi.
Broske.
He's one of the co-founders of VOIS.
Yes, exactly. Basically, we're here. Yes, starting again. Hi. Hi, hello. We're here with basically the co-founders of VOIS, Yinka, and also the president of VOIS Cyprus, Emmanuel Achiri, who basically hosted this. So just say something about the movement you started and how you want to continue the conversation even after the march.
Yes, I knew Yinka was going to say I should keep it short. All right, guys. I think that we are here not only to point out racism in the United States, but to say that even within our own community, there is racism and there are other forms of discrimination as well. And the only way we can progress as a society is if we collectively recognize that these problems do exist here. And once we are able to recognize that, then we can progress as a society. That is why we are organizing this, because Black Lives Matter, but also because we want to progress as a society and we want justice.
Okay.
Well, I have to say that I'm impressed with the outcome with everybody that came out. People with different races, different background. It's very, very impressive. We shows that how together we can be when we united. So we just hope this movement can speak to the right people we want to speak to, and things can change, because that's the point of this. All right.
Okay, so basically, what conversation or what message do you also have to the system and to maybe different people to continue the conversation about racial injustice and also tackling it in Cyprus?
If there is one message, they need to be to say we're all human, it's one race. So it's all love, man. Why we're doing this? It's 2020 and we need to live like united, bro. That's all. It's super.
Come say something for them.
Do you have something to say?
Guys.
Do you have a message to say, maybe just to raise awareness to issues, or even just a message to the system and, hey?
We're all the same, yeah?
To say. I mean, like, everyone is equal and we're all, we're all created from the same person. So, yeah. Black Lives Matter. And you shouldn't say all lives matter when we're saying Black Lives Matter, because I mean, like, we know definitely, but Black Lives Matter, like, put it first. We just want to matter. We don't even want to be equal. We just want to matter, like, at first. So yeah.
Thank you. So we actually have two people that have been covering the event from the start to now. So what have you guys seen? What message have you guys seen everybody actually push out?
Sorry, what was the question?
You've basically been covering the event from the start to now. So what message have you seen everybody here push out, and what message are you giving to the government?
Justice. It's all about the justice now. It's all about the justice. And what they're chanting right now. Black Lives Matter.
Experience for me, I've met a lot of people, and some people I didn't even know, which is a good thing. But, I'm happy to be here actually, and I'm happy to express my color today, which is a good thing for me. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay, so what message do you have, or do you have a story basically that just shows something
Story.
about?
Well, I'll say two things. We just want Black lives to matter. We don't want equality. We are not asking for equality. We're just asking for Black lives to matter right now. Don't make it equal. Don't make it special. Just let it matter. We have gay people fighting for equal rights, but we're out here fighting for it, letting us just to matter. You get the difference? That's all I have to say. Black is beautiful.
Black is melanin.
Black is melanin.
Thank you very much. Sorry, do you have a message to speak based on, the march that was just here? Just a message, something, an experience you actually even have to say.
Yeah, I would just first like to thank the community, Voice of Cyprus, for international students. This thing is a very good initiative. We have been seeing what was happening in the past days in America. So it hurts, and all Blacks' life matter, especially in Cyprus here. Though I'm new here, I have less than 6 months here, but even me and my colleagues, some of them are facing racism here. Even if we don't face it in class or anywhere, but we face it, some of them face it in job places and other else. But the only thing I'm going to say that I want to thank the president for organizing this initiative, so that the Cyprus people school know that we the Blacks here have our own rights.
Thank you very much.
Hello.
So, hi, do you have, a message basically to start to people, to racists, basically, even to people suffering, just a message to somebody?
Sure. So I'm from the US, and this is very personal for me. Racism is obviously such a huge issue in the United States. So it's so powerful for me to see this today here in Cyprus, to see people from all different nations and countries coming together in this part of the world, protesting racism and standing for Black lives. I just want to say that I believe George Floyd's death will not be in vain. This will be the spark that goes on to change the world for the better. So, Black Lives Matter.
Thank you very much. Yes. So we're here with a few people. Just say something, experiences, even a message to the system, to people.
The point is, we want to get to a point or a stage in life where people are not judged by the color of their skin. We're all human. The fact that we have to say Black Lives Matter is already appalling in itself. We call for a change. We call for the fact that people have to be treated equally like human beings and not by the color of their skin.
Thank you. You have something?
The main reason why we have to do this is so our kids don't have to grow up in a land where they feel they have to protest and do marches. So it's time for us to take the initiative all over the world and make sure that the world hears us, that our life matters, and this is enough.
Thank you very much. Do you have something to say?
The color of your skin doesn't define you.
Thank you. Hi, beautiful ladies. Hi. So we are here with a few people in the march. If you have something to say, basically to start the conversation, to continue the conversation, a message to people, just to basically say, what.
I didn't choose the color of my skin.
chose me. Okay. Do you have something?
No, just like we should be more aware of it and like encourage people who are not even our color, our friends, our family, because some are racist, as we've seen over time, and it could be subtle racism, but it affects us all.
Okay, thank you.
No matter the adversities we face as black people, I'll always be proud to be black, okay? Yeah.
Thank you very much. Do you want to say something? Okay. You want to say something?
I would say definitely we need to start changing the narrative and get with the program, because this is a movement and I feel like this is the real pandemic. Yes.
Thank you very much.
We just need to continue educating ourselves, being aware of what we say. Know that even as black people, we have had our racist encounters, but that doesn't make us racist. We continue to educate ourselves. So long as we know and can stop ourselves, then continue to educate ourselves and each other. Just, yeah.
Self-evaluate.